Hello, my name is Dolly Hart. I'm an architectural BIM specialist at Microsol Resources. Today I'm going to show you AutoCAD 2011 for Mac. Okay, I'd like to start off by showing you that AutoCAD does run natively on the Mac, meaning that the tools that you're familiar with, for example like cover flow, which of course allow you to quickly locate drawings, do work within the AutoCAD software. You can obviously design in 3D, you can render your drawings, and the most important feature here that I would like to point out is that the drawings are saved in a DWG format, meaning that you can easily share the AutoCAD files between your platforms. So from going from your PC to your Mac or working with consultants, you are not going to have to deal with translators and data cleanup. If you are used to customizing your software, you still have that ability to configure your settings. And one of the most impressive things I have seen here that the PC version does not have is the help menu. And it is a dynamic help menu, and I will show you exactly how that works. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate some of the AutoCAD functionality that I just discussed in the slides. Okay, so here we are in AutoCAD 2011 for Mac. I'm going to just point out a couple of things before we get started. This is a native 64-bit Mac OS, and it does run on everything from the Mac Mini to the Mac Pro. So I found this getting started set of videos quite useful. For example, there's just short videos to help you with instructions on maybe how to use the gestures to navigate a drawing, or how to use the drawing layout options. So if, for example, you decide to check this box and close this getting started, you can always access that under the help. Here where it says welcome screen will allow you to open that back up. Okay, so what I want to do now is go ahead and open up a drawing. I'm going to jump down to the dock and open up a folder that has my CAD drawings in it. You can see here is a perfect example where we're seeing cover flow that works. This is quite helpful. And I'm going to open up this church pew layout. So here we are in the drawing model space. I'm going to go over some of the Mac native pan and zoom behavior so that you can become familiar with it. I'm using a magic mouse, and to pan my drawing I'm simply going to press the space bar down. I don't need to click, I just simply move my mouse around. In order to zoom, I can just use a single swipe on my mouse, and I'm just zooming in and out of the drawing. In order to control the speed of this zoom, what I recommend doing is going to your preferences, and here within the preferences you will see the zoom adjustment, and you can actually change your zoom speed depending on if you want it slower or faster. Okay, so now what I want to do is point out some of the features in the user interface. In AutoCAD for Mac, commands, tools, and tool sets follow the interface methods common in the Mac native application. So of course, you are not going to see your ribbon up above here. You will see the menu bar common to the Mac application, and of course a number of the different palettes that organize your tools in a logical manner. So if we start with our toolsets palette here, which can also be docked, within the toolsets palette you have your drafting, annotation, and modeling. So if we choose drafting, the tools change. You have this pull out here that can be locked, and as well you also have the ability to choose from the small arrow various tools. If we move over to the right, you have your layers, and then you've got your properties inspector. Alright, so I'm going to mouse down to these 4 boxes. This will show the drawings and layouts. So I'm going to jump to my acquire detail. And just to show you how you can invoke expose, if I choose F3 on the keyboard, you can see here where we can now grab any of the different views that are available to open. So for example, drawing one, we are not using that, we can actually close that. Let's talk about the in-canvas behavior. AutoCAD for Mac is customizable to almost any form you can imagine. Let's say you have a 13-inch MacBook. You may want to have your full single large viewport showing. If you have a 27-inch iMac though, you may choose to have multiple viewports configured. So I'm going to actually go through and show you how that's done. I'm going to begin by clicking on the plus in the top left, and we're going to start with 3 left. And while this loads up, the idea here is that we're going to set the 2 on the right to be parallel, and 1 to be top, and 1 to be front. So you simply do that by clicking on current, parallel, and then you can use your view cube to choose the orientation. And I will repeat that for the bottom right image, and we will click on front on our view cube. So you can use the view cube obviously to navigate around your drawing, or you can also do shift, and with the mighty mouse I'm simply dragging my finger on top of the mouse. You don't actually need to click, so this is a nice feature. So the idea with having these 3 viewports, you can see if I select something in our left viewport, it's showing up selected in top and current. If you notice these arrows here, and if I click them, I'm able to then move the objects, and you'll see how they're actually moving in each of the views. I'm just going to hit escape to return that roof back to its original location. Now I'm going to show you the help and search integration. I find this to be quite fascinating, and it is not something that is in the PC version. So if we choose to click on help, search, and type in color, and as I hover over one of my menu items, you can see that the software automatically will go to the menu drop down where that item may be and point it out for us. So this is definitely a nice feature that is new to AutoCAD for Mac that you do not see in AutoCAD for PC. So essentially you're getting a lightning fast search technology that's built into the OS. For many people, customization is almost synonymous with AutoCAD. So I'm going to go over just the basics on how you can create, for example, a menu. So in the command line, I'm typing CUI. And of course the command line still exists here in AutoCAD for Mac. If I click on menus, I can go down and click on this plus sign and add menu. Our menu shows up here, and I'm just going to call it my menu for the sake of the demonstration. And then I can go to my search commands and type in zoom and drag any of these tools right into my menu. Once you've done that, you can say OK. And then if we look up on our top right here, our drop-down menu has been added to the list. You also have the ability to create custom line types, hatch patterns, automation of design tasks, list routines, and much more. So the final thing that I'm going to show is materials and renderings, and this will just be quick. Okay, so how do you produce a visual representation of your design? I'm going to type in RMAT. We're going to look at the materials and renderings here. So in the search box, I'm going to type wood, and I'm going to select American cherry just by clicking once. Then I'm going to click on my roof here, and you can see how that automatically changes. So I'm going to hit escape, close out of our material browser, and then type in render in the command bar. This will just take a second here, and it's just a very rough rendering of our project. And if you notice over on the bottom left, we have a question mark here. And while this renders, I'm going to choose this question mark so that you can see that the help menu is context based and will jump right to what you're looking at. So for example, we typed in the render command and it tells you it's going to create a photorealistic or realistically shaped image of a 3D solid or surface model. So now we're going to jump back here to our rendering, and you can see that that is complete, and you can save that out to your projects. So this concludes our demonstration. I hope you will contact me if you have any questions regarding AutoCAD 2011 for Mac. My email address is listed here on the screen. Thanks for watching the video.